My name is Dmitri Kolobov.
And I'm Signe Busk.
First of all, we would like to say a huge thank you to Laura Montilaite for asking us to take a little dancing video so we could share with all of you. We think it's a great idea, especially in this not so great, unfortunately, moment for all of us.
Yeah, and in these corona times we would like to send our love to all of you. Take care, stay healthy, and hope you're all good.
Yes, we will get through that all together. We were thinking to choose a topic, and as we all know, when we learn dancing, very often we do speak a lot about the technical things, which of course are extremely important and they are needed for us to get better. But today we would like to have a little bit another approach to speak about maybe not so directly technical things, but they are essential things for us to get a better dancers and to maybe to open up to the world of dancing. The thing we wanted to talk about today is very often when we speak, for example, with some young dancers on the competitions, in the training camps, in the practices, we tend to listen and to hear a little bit. The thing is that the Latin dancing is a lot, if I could just show it, don't copy that's not for copy, is very interacting dance. So we're interacting with each other very much a lot. Also with the body parts, it's always interacting. And the ballroom, we tend to listen, it should be identical and as one unit. So if I could just show fast, so it should be very identical and we need to be as one unit. So everything what we're doing is one unit. This is true, but that's not a completely true. So today we would like to speak a little bit about how we can actually interact with each other. Me with Signe, and how we can interact also with the audience, that we do believe is essential if we need to open up and to create a great energy also, for example, in the competitions. The first thing that we actually interacting is the hand. So when I'm holding Signe, actually the interaction and the communication between us starting already here. This is very, very important. So we don't need to take a frame and the hold as a restriction. Actually opposite. Me as a man feeling extremely happy that I can touch my woman all the time. That actually not even happening in Latin. So this is, as I said, it depends how we look at that. So when I'm touching Signe, I'm actually constantly in a communication with her. So that's not something that is held, that's not something we need to maintain. Of course we have a tone, but this is something we're always interacting with each other. One of the examples as well, for example, if we speak about the center, I am as well communicating with Signe through that. And as you can see, our movements are actually not the same. She doesn't try to copy me, my movement, and I don't try to copy her. The most important and the vital thing is to communicate. So we're communicating, but without not always doing the same thing. And today, for example, what we wanted to show, because unfortunately due to the conditions we also don't have so much space, but we were thinking to take a line figure and to show you that actually, for example, if we speak about, maybe should we say the right lunge? The right lunge is that not always, for example, particularly in this figure, we don't have to do the same thing, and sometimes when I speak and send a signal to Signe, it's always sometimes nice to listen to her answer, which actually makes the thing very sexy, and us to be able to communicate even better and more, let's say this, on a deeper layer. So I'm sending the signal and I'm giving Signe a chance to answer to me, and then when she feels she's ready and she wants to let me take over, then I'm taking it over. So we will show you two examples, for example from the right lunge. This is, for example, one of the way. It's very nice, it's very clean, the ankles are there, the shoulders are down, but sometimes that might look a little bit too identical, too clean, in a way that it misses a little bit of the communication between each other. The second thing would be two different ways. We had the same steps. We had the same figure, actually, the same figure. But very important, the approach was a little bit different, and it looked differently. So what we could do, the point of today's little topic, is that you can actually experiment with these things. Try to put them in different, steps, and try to see, today I can do that, tomorrow I can do that. And in the competition as well, if we have, hopefully, a lot of rounds where we can get through, we can actually do different things, even in the same line. So we can test with that. And, for example, now, as we spoke about, due to the conditions, we can also do the same thing at home. Starting with a hand, try to communicate and see where we'll end up. Which, for example, idea like Signe, which one I like. And then we can try to find out, maybe in some figures, we can try to test things more and try to find out something new.
And this is the whole beauty of ballroom dancing compared to maybe other art forms, that they do the same show, the same performance each night. But we are lucky that we can change within the rounds. So the man can decide whatever he wants, and I can then come in with my personal interpretation of maybe the music or maybe the way I feel at that moment, and then I can answer how I want. And then, of course, he will react to that. And like this, we have a constant communication between us, and that's what makes it interesting, we think.
Absolutely. Remember one thing, we always have a chance to get back, to look identical and as one unit. But let's try to go a little bit forward and try to test things and see where we'll end up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, it was very nice. And once again, we wish you all the very best. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and take care of the people around you and your loved ones. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.